All right. Welcome in, everyone.
Hello and welcome.
Are you guys hyped up for this match? We've got AceBreaker Ultra and Ross. Don't look under my mattress. Ross.
Yeah, this should be a pretty good, exciting race between Ross and AceBreaker. Ross is a very good runner, and I know AceBreaker is as well. Both runners very competitive times, so really looking forward to this race and for the rest of the mocking bracket in general.
Yeah, So I don't have access to the commands. I don't know if anyone else is doing it right now, but looks like AceBreaker is set up. Ross, hopefully you're set up as well.
I believe Ross is set up.
All right, if both races are ready, then let's get down to it.
All right, here we go. Race will be starting momentarily. This should be a very good round one race. I'm looking forward to a fantastic race between both runners.
Yeah, absolutely. So I didn't check ahead. Do you know if they're going to be doing early space or gonna go space?
I am almost positive Ross will be going for short boost. For Ace, I'm not sure if he will be going for space or short boost, but I definitely know Ross will be going for short boost.
Okay, so my understanding is that there is a gentleman's agreement. So if one goes short boost, usually both will be going. So it looks like someone is doing some behind the scenes there to linking up the streams. So it looks like we're going very well.
Yeah, both runners off to a solid pace here. The first of 4 Atom rooms for the run.
Yep. So we have an intro to the melee counter for the crab.
So right here, this Artaria climb, this climb can be really optimized with really precise movements and not wall jumps, but basically just like tap in B to jump a little bit lower than you normally would, and it's basically letting you get a little bit more onto the ground sooner and enabling you to continue moving, but getting up to the space pseudo for the broken Emmy by like 115 or so.
Yep. That's
And then here we
correct.
have the second space pseudo, and both runners actually get it very quickly for early cloak, and that is not space pseudo, I'm so sorry, but the pseudo way for early cloak. Yeah, both runners get it.
Yep. So now we're up to our first boss with, named Corpheus. Both
This
runners
boss-
are within a second of each other at this point.
Yes.
Looks like Rossa got an unfortunate hit.
Yeah. Corpheus's hitbox on his head is quite weird. Like, it's very, like, if the tip of Samus's arm cannon, like, barely taps Corpheus's, like, upper head, I've noticed, at least in my experience, that it will kind of tend to bonk Samus back a bit. So I think that's what happened with Ross there.
Yeah. So AceBreaker breaking ahead by about a few seconds here.
Yeah, very close in times so far at the end of Corpheus. Very good Corpheus fight for both runners, though, despite both having to go to phase 3. Ideally, you want to, if you're able to, especially on rookie mode, because with the extra 15 missiles, you are able to kill Corpheus a little bit faster than you normally would if you were running normal mode or even like hard or dread. So.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. So both runners are running on rookie mode, so you start out with 30 missiles instead of 15, and there are more drops overall as you kill enemies. So, rookie mode is... Sorry, go ahead.
So we're going to be coming up to the next baby trick that getting the Phantom Cloak from Corpheus enables you to do, called the Water Skip. It basically, I believe it's like a 45-second time save in all, because you're able to avoid going into the water section that comes up, and you're able to basically buffer your jump with the Phantom Cloak and able to jump off of the slope that's coming up.
Correct.
AceBreaker electing not to go for the item tutorial skip, and Ross obviously is, so...
Yeah, so Ross will be having to do some other manipulation in order to make sure that he doesn't have to do that item tutorial, but yeah, so looks like Ross gets it second time and Ace gets it third time, so
yeah, very good.
Yep.
That is a difficult skip. It can very easily spiral out of control if you are not able to get it first or second try.
Absolutely.
So, really solid movement from both runners through the early sections of Artaria so far.
Looks like Ross is having a little bit of trouble
Ross having
with
a little
the
bit of
station skip.
Some issues with, yeah, exactly.
So,
Gets it, but that will be a minor setback for Ross.
Yep. So AceBreaker with a charge beam at 434.
And Ross hitting it at 437, so a very close race thus far, even with the unfortunate water platform skip from Ross.
Correct.
This is spicy. Very early.
Yeah. But we got plenty of game to go, so
exactly. Yeah,
two
both of these runners
major-
are very, very good.
Yeah, two major equalizers in this run. One is going to be Atom Skip, and if both the runners are going to be going for short boost or early space jump. So we'll have to see.
Yes, as Oso mentioned, there are, in this route for NMG, there are what we know as the two great equalizers, and the first is going to be coming up in about maybe 7 or 8 minutes in Catarus, known as Atom Skip, where we are able to only skip the rest. We only go to 4 atoms in the entire game, and we skip the rest of them through a sequence of buffered wall jumps in Catarus, and then the next happens at about 40 minutes, where after getting the speed booster, from the yellow Emmy in Dyron, the runners, instead of heading to Ferenia to combat the Quiet Robe Chozo robot, they go get the screw attack instead. And it is
Yep.
a very volatile trick. However, it does save, I think it's 3 minutes, 3.5, if I'm not mistaken.
That's exactly correct. And it does look like Ross has pulled ahead with just some optimized movement. So
Yeah, if there's one thing that Ross is definitely very experienced with in Artaria, it is his movements. Artaria, as anyone who runs this game knows, is a beast to deal with, and it can very quickly become very frustrating when you get stuck in here. But the silver line into that is, of course, you have more time to grind that movement out. So,
correct. So this is the third time that we're talking to Adam. So there's going to be one more attempt, or more time that we're going to have to talk to Adam, and then that'll be the end of it.
coming up on the mega skip here. Let's see if Ross can get it. I think he gets it. First try. Nice. Very well
nice.
played from
Same
Ross.
with Ace.
And with Ace, yes. This race is very close at the moment. Their any kill strats are going to be interesting. Whoever is able to sit and plant might be able to pull ahead by a little bit here.
So it does look like Ross is electing to use the beam instead of using missiles. So
After that CU kill, clean kill
Yeah.
though, very quick.
yeah, you can see that Ace is completely out of missiles. But generally, it's considered a little bit faster for at least the first central unit kill.
Let's see what they decide to do. Okay, Ross is jumping over it, and Ace decides to plant. Very, very tight kill.
Yep. Oh, and now
Yeah, that brought it back. They are literally even with each other.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's a very tight kill, but if you're able to blast the faceplate off of the white Emmy like that, but as you can see, AceBreaker has gained a very, not gained per se, but very close race at the moment. Yep.
Keku must be very proud with how close this race is so far.
So right now they are going to be starting to head out of Artaria on the way to Cataris. There is one more major trick in Artaria known as the Artaria damage boost. There are a couple ways that the runners could go about this. There is a slightly more optimized way that the runners can do for the damage boost, where they kind of don't set it up and go straight for a damage boost through the first ply that we will be seeing. Rather than me explaining it, let's see if they get it. That'll be easier to explain.
Yeah, there are a lot of
visual representation.
There are a lot of different strats, and
okay, Ace goes
some
for
are
it.
safer more than others. So looks
Okay,
like both
great.
of them get them.
Yeah, both runners
fine.
get the D boost. Very nice job. Neck and neck once more.
Yep.
Both runners at a 9:42 head into Cataris. That is
yeah. Sub 10 minute Artaria is very good.
Yeah, that damage boost has been pretty optimized over the course of the year it's been found and put into place. And AceBreaker kind of took a more older strat where he kills the plies with the missiles, where Ross kind of went for the melee to position and manipulate the RNG for it. So very well done from both runners. All right, we're coming up to the fourth and presumably final Atom room of the run for both of these runners.
Well, I imagine with these, the runners of this caliber would always go for Atom Skip at this point.
Exactly.
But,
yes.
Yeah.
I know there is nothing.
Ace with the slightly better mash there. Pulls ahead a little bit. Every little bit counts.
Yeah, we really just would like Adam to stop talking as fast as possible.
Yeah. Because it's unfortunate, because Adam number 5 just, you spend more time walking up to him than he actually spends talking. Because he
Quite
only has,
literally.
like, 2 lines. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, let's see if the runners are going to go for super boost here. Looks like Ace tried it.
Tried to, yeah.
Okay, Ross has his own kind of rendition where he kind of wall kicks up, so kind of got that time back from the Adam room mash.
Looks like both runners are primed for the Hell Run.
Oh, Ross elected to take the safe strat for the race. This is going to lose about 3 seconds. The Hell Run gains about 3 seconds if done optimally.
Yep.
So I totally understand the race safety. So it's going to be an interesting choice. We'll see if that ends up being a factor later on.
Yep.
Ooh, the unfortunate wall kick from Ace.
Yeah.
These walls, especially in this Emmy section heading up to this thermal pad, these walls are very easy to just wall kick off of if you're not jumping at the precise height. So
Absolutely true.
neither runner electing to go for Hell Pseudo, but understandable. It is a very tight, very difficult movement.
Yeah, I don't blame them at all for the. All right, so we are very close to the first equalizer in this run, known as Adam Skip. Fortify, do you want to explain it, or?
Yeah, so Adam Save Skip is a very precise section of jumps with a melee counter into a wall spin, or spin fall, I should say, into another buffered jump. Basically, it's going to be 4 jumps. If they can get it, they're able to skip Adam for the rest of the run and end up saving about another like 2.5-3 minutes. It is a very... It's more rhythm than anything, but again, if either runner, it's very easy, very volatile to fall behind in this trick. So we'll see how the runners fare in this Adam Skip attempts.
Yeah.
Ooh, Ross? Very good, very good. Ross gets it. I think that was 4th try Adam Skip. Meanwhile, Ace is still struggling to get up to the magnet. Well, I think that was it, though.
There we go. Yeah.
There we
Very
go,
nice.
yeah. Yeah, it's a movement trick more than anything. It's very easy once you are familiar with the trick and the time-ins. You can tell when someone gets it or when yourself gets it. So very good on Ace to get that. I think that was 10th or 11th try, but I could be mistaken.
I think it was probably 9 or 10. But yeah, like, so Ace is by no means like out of this race. Like,
yes, yeah, both runners could very easily still be stuck at Adam Skip. So big props to them for getting through the first major area of the game.
Twisted Gamer says, "Gamers, we have ourselves a speed race," and that is absolutely true.
Very, very true, Twist.
Yeah, the next equalizer is not for a while, so.
Yeah, the rest of this movement out of Cataris and into Dyren is mostly movement based. There are a few tricks once you get into Dyren that can be optimized, but again, it's mostly movement. So it's going to be interesting to see what routes the runners decide to take, what kind of strategies they use to optimize said movement.
There will be a few RNG sections, such as the spawn of the yellow Emmy, how Crate does.
That's true.
Will, yeah.
Can't forget our good about our good friend Kraid.
Yep.
It'll also be interesting. Speaking of Kraid, it'll be interesting to see if AceBreaker goes for the IWJs. I know Ross elects to just mash Kraid's belly. but I don't know if Ace wants to go for the IWJ. IWJ,
believe-
for those who are not in the know, stands for Infinite Wall Jump. You're able to essentially, instead of going for the belly mash onto Kraid to move him into the phase where he kind of throws out the magnet so it goes down, you basically just jump up the wall with very precisely timed morph ball jumps, and you're able to, or jumps and morphin into morph ball, morphin out. It's a very precise trick, and it looks really cool when done optimally. So
yeah. So I believe that Ace knows it, but I'm not sure if he'll pull it out for this race. But it looks like the runners are about 20 seconds apart at this point. So
yeah,
Ross does a very nice diagonal wall climb there. Gets it first try, and Ace is just hot on his heels. Ooh, Ross gets an unfortunate magnet wall grab. Cost him a couple seconds there. Ace also gets the diagonal wall jump just fine.
very well good. That one can be tricky sometimes. I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
Very good movement from Ross in this section, head into this to this generator.
Yeah, absolutely. And all we're doing in Dairon is just getting white beam, and then we're heading back
you
over
come
to...
here in true Metroidvania fashion. You come to the area, get an item, and then go back to the area you were in to finish it off, basically. So
Yeah.
this one is just the wide beam.
Ace responds with very similar movement. So both runners are really playing optimally here.
Oh, nice. Ross gets the mash on the... I believe they were called... Sat was calling them Steves? Is that what he was calling the little octopus things that throw the spikes at you?
Oh, I don't know what what he calls them. I call the blocks Pedros though.
I see.
Yeah. So Pedros are notorious for not working as intended, which is that you need to shoot them precisely horizontally, and any minuscule angle will cause them not to move.
Thank you, Manny, for confirming.
Manny says
They are called Steves.
the flying omnidirectional shooting blanks are called Steve.
Thank you, Manny, for confirming
Thank you, Manny.
the Steve. So both of these runners are going to be heading back into Cataris now to get the morph ball from the green Emmy. It's curious choice because I think casually when you're playing this game for the first time, you don't get this the morph ball upgrade for like an hour and a half, even 2 hours. Because normally the morph ball is one of the first, if not the first, item that you get in a Metroid game. It's a very interesting choice that the developers decided to go for. Not necessarily first or second, third, but like you even get a beam upgrade before you get the morph ball. So it makes for a nice change of pace, but it's definitely an interesting one for the speed game.
Yep.
All right, nice, good central unit kill from Ross. Let's see if he goes for Professor Stupid, a trick that allows you to kill the Emmy slightly slower in this split, but allows you to get up to 3 seconds in the next one, and it looks like he's not going for it. But I don't blame him. Professor Stupid is appropriately named, so...
Yeah, I personally prefer the current strat that Ross just used because...
that is the strat that I do as well.
Yeah.
I've tried Professor Stupid a couple of times. It is the timing on it is challenging to say the least.
Yeah, this is much safer, even though it looks scary to the casual viewer.
A 2041 morph ball for Ross. So Ross is in good shape heading to the next major upgrade of the game, which is the Varia suit. Making a quick detour back to Artaria.
AceBreaker hot on his heels at the 2102.
Yeah, so I think that was about 21, 22 seconds separating the runners at the moment. Still a very close race, still with one of the major tricks in short boost still coming up.
So both runners are now going to head over to Artaria. They're going to go pick up the Varia suit. So, following more Metroidvania fashion, we're just going to go to a completely different area just to go pick up an upgrade.
Yeah, Ace actually elected to pick up the Missile Plus, the Kraid Missile Plus tank, and Ross didn't, unless I didn't see him pick it up. But I don't think Ross picked it up, and Ace just did. So what this is going to do is going to allow a safer Kraid fight, but obviously it does lose a little bit of time in the long run, or in the short run, I should say.
Yeah, I think you're right. Looks like Ross has 34 missiles as opposed to Ace's 44. So, interesting choice, because that Missile Plus tank is pretty much free.
Yeah, it is slightly out of the way or in the way, I guess I should say, compared to the two before and after gravity. But again, it does provide a little bit of more safety for Kraid coming up.
Yeah. And it takes about 4 seconds to pick up any upgrade. Emmy's excluded.
Ooh, Ace almost picked up the energy tank.
Yeah, I'm thinking about calling that energy tank part Miles.
The start of Hundo.
Yeah, he's just along for the ride.
So Ross grabbing the Varia suit as Ace starts this heated section. So still hot on his tail, but Ross still has a bit of a comfortable lead.
Yeah, unfortunate not breaking that block, but overall looks like the gauntlet is going very well for Ace.
Indeed. Yeah, he'll be getting the Varia suit now as well. Meanwhile, Ross will be heading back to the red teleporter to head back to Cataris so that he can start his descent to Kraid.
Man says some of us call the energy parts Edgar. Don't pick up Edgar. Okay.
Don't pick up Edgar, everyone.
So Ace still hot on the heels of Ross.
Yeah, just head into the red teleporter now. Yeah. I think his animation will start at the time Ross's ends. Yeah, just about.
Mm-hmm.
And those teleporter screens take about 20 seconds.
Ozzy G playing Sonic Frontiers when you should be watching this race.
Justin Zane, hello and welcome. Thank you for the raid of 6. Welcome, Raiders, to the race.
Ross clean through the...
Yeah, very good section.
Yep, before Kraid. We'll just see how friendly Kraid is for him.
Yeah, 2504 start of Kraid is not at all a bad time, so we're looking very good. Ooh, good RNG at the start of Kraid as well. Very nice phase 1 for Ross. Ooh, and fantastic phase 2 RNG. Wow, that is about, if you're not doing the wall jumps, that is about what you want at Kraid.
And he was also taking advantage of that RNG by doing quick charge beams into Kraid's mouth while he was climbing, so...
is one of the best Kraid fights I've seen from Ross in quite some time. That is an outstanding fight.
So let's see how Ace fares.
Praise the RNG trade. Thank you, Golden Doe. Exactly. Yeah, Ross is going to be heading on his way back to Dyron now with the purple teleporter, and as we see AceBreaker electing to take the magnet up to trade.
Yeah, so you didn't get the same good RNG as
Yeah, unfortunately not.
Yeah.
This is a reset point at me in my runs if I am not getting good RNG.
Ooh, almost got hit by the
Very
the
close,
haymaker.
yeah.
Wow.
Ooh, the gravity ball for no reason.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Gravity ball, if for those who are not aware, sometimes when Samus unmorphs in the air, she's just really heavy, and it takes a little bit to like reset it. Ross now heading into this heated room. He is doing the short boost route, so he will be heading left here rather than going right for early grapple. And we'll see some good Emmy RNG on the yellow Emmy, so that we can hopefully not get hit by it. And I believe that's good RNG.
Oh yeah,
it is.
Amazing
That is great.
RNG. Yeah. So yeah, there is a chance that the Emmy will spawn on top of you and will block your path upwards, and especially since you do not have grapple beam.
It's very, very tough to get out of that spot if the Emmy spawns right above you.
Yeah, so...
Meanwhile, Ace just landing from the purple teleporter. This will confirm... I'm pretty sure he's doing short boost, but this will confirm it.
Yeah.
And he is.
Yep. Coincidentally, this is also the first time that we skip Adam.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is true.
And it looks like Ace gets
poor Emmy spawn. Yeah, that's the one we were talking about. He's gonna have to take the longer route around the Emmy. He's not gonna be able to take the coyote jump that Ross took.
Yep.
The Emmy does see him. Hopefully he can get out of this. Actually don't know if he can outrun it in time. Door's right here.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is a very unfortunate.
No.
Oh, very unfortunate.
Chat, please type an F for AceBreaker.
Hopefully he gets some better RNG right here.
It looks
okay,
like
this is typically the RNG that you want for the yellow Emmy, having it on the other side so that you can just run over here. Ooh, nice IWJ.
Yep.
Ross, meanwhile, on his way to Berenia for the flash shift.
Yeah, so far the RNG gods are all in Ross's favor.
I was just about to say that, actually. Ross is getting very, very good RNG in this run. Ace blowing up the blob. Activating that second generator to enable the red missile shield for the bombs. Yeah, unfortunately that deaths in this game normally take anywhere, but depending on your loads back into the game, deaths in this game take, to an Emmy at least, take anywhere between 18 and 22 seconds, at least in my experience. So that's adding on to the already about 22 seconds that he was behind Ross. So Ross is in a very comfortable spot heading into the flash shift at the moment. Ace breaking the old space pseudo grapple, probably force of habit. Despite the death, though, he is still having some pretty clean movement on the way to Barenia, so. All right, Ross is now going to be heading into the backdoor flash. It's a series of very precise and well-timed bomb jumps to get past this shutter door. You need to be in the air above a certain point for at least 3 seconds for the door to open. Ross gets it first try. Outstanding. Ross is playing very well right now, but it is still anyone's game.
That's correct, and anyone that knows Ace is that whenever he gets a death during a run, he usually PBs. So
that is true. That is true.
Do not count him out.
There's something about dying in the middle of a run that just ignites a fire under you, you know?
Yep.
Ross electing to not do the pause buffer pseudos, which is totally fair. I don't even do them. First try water bomb jump too. That water bomb jump gives me nightmares.
Yeah, personally I learned the pause buffer pseudos because I don't like that wall jump.
I understand completely. All right, Ace on his way to the water bomb jumps, or I'm sorry, the backdoor flash now. We'll see how quickly he is able to grab these jumps. Because again, you need to be in the air for at least 3 seconds. It's about 9 bombs will get you. Will do the trick for you.
Looks like he's having a little bit of problems here.
Yeah, this is also
a rhythm.
Yeah, a lot of the tricks in the middle parts of the game like this are very rhythm based. I think he has it. He does.
Yep. Yeah, he does.
All right, Ross now heading into the yellow CU for the yellow Emmy. The yellow Emmy gives speed booster, which is necessary to get out of Dyron into the next parts of the game because it's being blocked by speed booster tiles. So this Emmy kill is probably among my favorites in the game. It's a very precise kill if you're able to get onto this platform fast enough. And it looks like he did.
Ace also opting out of the pseudo pause buffer.
Good water bomb jump from Ace.
Yep.
Ross now with speed booster will be starting to head back. Ordinarily with the space pseudo routing, you would head now to Ferenia to fight Quiet Robe, or to visit Quiet Robe and to fight the robot Chozo soldier that that spawns after that cutscene. But with the short boost route, instead of doing that, you head back to Artaria to finally grab the grapple beam, and then you head down to grab the screw attack,
which will introduce us to the next great equalizer, which is short boost.
Okay, Ross does elect to grab this third energy tank, which is something I was wondering about if both runners are going to grab, because obviously it's not necessarily needed if you're able to grab short boost first, second, third try, but it is more of a safety factor because the short boost is done in one of the Artaria cold rooms. So while you're trying to do one of the most precise tricks in the game, you are constantly taking damage.
Yep. So yeah, we'll see if Ace opts to get that third energy tank or not.
Let's see if Ace is able to get the precise kill as well.
And 3
Ooh,
says
counter.
you got to be a little nuts to skip it on short boost route. Which yeah.
Ooh, is he gonna? Okay, very good. Yeah, that was almost very close. The yellow
that was
Emmy,
a little close, yeah.
yeah, the yellow Emmy and the blue Emmy are actually complete mirrors of each other. The yellow Emmy moves faster while its faceplate is on, and slower with it off, while the blue Emmy for the ice missile moves slower with it off or on and faster off. So they're very mirrors of each other. So very good job from Ace to get that kill despite missing the initial first couple of shots from the Omega Blaster. Very good keeping his cool.
Oh, yeah, looks like Ace got a little ahead of himself on the speed boost, but he's getting there. Ross has already got grapple beam. He's going to make his way down to Frozen Arteria.
So I'm going to go ahead and start trying to explain short boost now, if that's okay with you, Oso?
Yeah, of course.
So short boost, for anyone who might still be unaware and might be familiar with Super Metroid, think of short boost as kind of like a short charge, but rather than a stutter tap on the SNES controller to charge the speed booster, like frame perfect stutters, you're more canceling your flash shift in a very particular way where you're able to kind of glide backwards and gain enough momentum, enough room to move where Samus is able to fully charge a Shine Spark. So it is, I believe, triple frame perfect, but let's see how Ross fares with this.
Yeah, so for the casual player, almost think of it as when Samus is charging a speed booster against a fan. It's kind of like that kind of movement where you're pushing again, you're charging speed booster against opposing force, essentially.
Yeah, as we are seeing, Ross is having a little bit of difficulty with it. This is the second great equalizer of this route, so.
Yep. Very good opportunity for Ace to catch up. Oh,
very close, almost.
Close, yeah.
Meanwhile, Ace hot on his tail.
Also, it just looked like Ace did opt to pick up that.
Oh, one frame early for Ross on the store.
So I do believe Ace does usually opt to do a pause buffer method, so that does give him some levity on here. So if it manages to catch up with Ross. Ooh, Ross
very close
with 8.
from Ross.
Oh.
Yeah, this route is this trick is very volatile. So this is the factor, or if Ace wants to gain a lead in this race, this is where it's going to happen.
Yep. Oh,
there
Ross
we go.
does
Ross
pick it
gets
up.
the store. Ross gets the store.
And Shine Spark, Flash. There
we go. All right, very good job from Ross. But that definitely opens up the opportunity for Ace to get back into this race, if he, depending on how quickly he can get short boost.
Yep. This is why we call it the Great Equalizer.
Yes, it is one heck of a trick.
Yeah. So here you can see the pause buffer method from Ace.
I've actually never seen this method. Oh wow!
He gets it first try.
That's incredible, yeah. Ace gets short boost first try. That is going to be very huge.
Yeah. Very nice.
This race just became a lot closer.
Yep.
Still a lot of race left, though, so it's going to be very interesting to see how the runners take their strats from here. Ross knowing that he might be behind, Ace knowing that he probably just gained a lot of time. I'm not sure if either runner is watching the restream, so again, it'll be very interesting to see.
If I know both Ross and Ace, I think they're both watching right now. So Ace probably feels pretty good about himself right now.
Hello, Ace. Ace is what does have the restream up.
Yeah. Yeah. So Ross is now heading back, traditional Metroid fashion, to where we were previously.
Yeah. So now Ross will start heading to Ferenia to continue on with the route. He'll end up heading Quiet Robe, taking out the robot Chozo before heading back to Dairen.
And Ace is
he's in Dairen right now, but I mean after Ferenia. Sorry if I wasn't clear on that.
Yep. So looks like Ross did not clear those speed booster blocks before, so he had to clear them again. That's exactly right, Justin Zane. It's still anyone's game. We've still got plenty of time left.
Yeah, because on top of the, now that short boost is out of the way, we still have Golzuna, SQ. There's still some RNG on some of the Emmy spawns. So yeah, it's still anyone's game at this point, despite Ross still holding on to his lead. Alright, Ross in Ferenia. Let's go see if he goes for the speed keep here. Ooh, it looks like he's not. It is a very tight speed keep, so I don't blame him at all. Oh, the shutter door, unfortunate.
You know, every time I get that speed keep, the load screen goes much longer, and I feel like I'm not gaining any time by doing the speed keep.
Yeah, that's true. Ross just obliterates that robot soldier. That is one of the reasons, on top of not having to double back after getting space jump in the space jump route, or space pseudo route. That fight is significantly faster since you already have the screw attack. I believe it dies in 6 or 7 screw attack hits. I could be wrong, but yeah, that is another benefit to the short boost route, having screw attack this early.
Yeah, so it looks like AceBreaker also didn't get the speed keep on there. See how he does on Quiet Robo. There is also going to be maybe a partial deviation whether or not these runners go for space jump. It's about a 30-second deviation.
I think they have to, though. No.
Well, so you can either get spin boost or space jump.
Fair enough.
And then during escape, you just
shine it up. Yeah.
You shine up. So personally, I prefer the getting space jump, but these runners may opt to get spin boost early, which makes Burnia 2 faster. Or I'm sorry, Burnia 3 when you get in gravity suit a little bit easier, and then just opting to not get space jump.
True. This is a very tight race. Ross heading to Burenia 2 now, one of the more intense movement sections of the run thus far. And meanwhile, Ace is entering Dairen 3, I believe it is.
So yeah, we're definitely still less than a minute apart between these runners.
Yeah, I think I about 45-50 seconds is separating these runners at the moment.
Yeah.
No hole-in-one for Ace. I don't think either runner got it, but I might be wrong.
Oh, Ross does not get the speed keep. Yeah.
That's always an unfortunate speed keep. It's a minimal loss compared to this one up here, but it always feels bad when you don't get it. It's always like, oh no. Ooh, he wall kicked too. I'm not sure he'll have the.
Yeah, he won't have it. He doesn't get the damage boost flash up there, so just minor mistakes
clean...
that.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, just minor mistakes that Ace could take advantage of.
All right, good Berenia Tower versus the Steves, the dreaded Steves. I'm glad I finally have a name for those.
Oh, Ace also did not get the speed keep on the first.
I've literally been calling them annoying octopus things for the last year, so I'm glad they're Steves.
So Ace is not going for the speed keep and opting for the damage boost flash, which he gets very well.
Yeah, good job. That's a tight one. We'll see his Berenia Tower strat as well if he decides, or what he decides to do with this. If he decides to cloak like Ross did, or if he just decides to try and go up it. Oh, very well done from Ace.
Yep.
Closing the gap. That just gained a lot more time.
Yep.
It's a very exciting race thus far. Let's hear it for our runners. This is an insane race for both of them.
Nitro asked, "What's the average estimated duration of this category?" Well, so it's a little hard to say to answer. So for the short boost route, Manny is correct. It's probably around the 115 mark.
Yeah, 115, like low 116, probably at the absolute height of it.
Yeah, but just NMG in general, it's probably about 125.
Yeah, because on top of the Atom Skip saving about like that 2.5-3 minutes, short boost saves another 3-ish. So that's like 5 minutes of save just for doing those two tricks, both of them.
Mm-hmm. Ace just obliterating the gold chosen robot as Ross gets super missiles. You're very welcome, Nitro.
Good flash movement from Ace. Oh, and I jinxed him as I say that. He goes back.
Yeah, that's the commentator jinx right there.
Exactly. My bad, my bad. Alright, Ace just now hitting supers as Ross is on the way to Illusion. So it'll be good. It'll be good to see how quickly Ross is able to get out of this section. This area is what I like referring to as the worst room in the game, especially if you are a 100% runner. So,
Ace took notice to your curse, Fortify.
My bad, friend. My bad.
Manny says, "Not fortifying Ace defenses. So much hate."
All right, good movement from Ross thus far in Illusion. With Ace again right on his tail.
Yep.
So one of the things that has with the the short boost route is you'll see Ross morph and not slide into those tunnels. He never got the item tutorial back in Artaria at the start of the game. So some of those tunnels in the game, if you slide into them, you will trigger the item tutorial and lose about 6 seconds. So going forward, he has to be careful with anywhere that there are those item tutorials. Otherwise, he will lose that time. Ooh, Ross accidentally firing the plasma. He's not able to get this speed keep.
Yeah. It is about a 1 second loss.
Yeah, still good movement, a good save despite not getting the keep. Worst room in the game for Ace, and he gets through it swimmingly.
Ooh. Chozo Warrior does not stand a chance.
Yeah, very good fight from Ross.
Yeah.
Let's see if Ace is able to get the speed keep.
So, funny thing is that Screw Attack does not work on these Chozo Warriors.
Oh, that is true. I did
For
forget to
whatever
mention
reason.
that.
Yeah. It does look like Ace does get the.
He does get.
speed keep,
He gets half of it. Yeah, that's still very good. That's still gonna save a little bit more time, because Ross wasn't able to grab it at all.
So Ace is opting to just mash Plasma Beam rather than weave super missiles. Which may be an advantage for Ross.
True, true. Coming up, Ross has the hardest trick in the game right here. It's colloquially known as the cutscene skip. Let's see if he can get it. And he nails it.
Man says Screw can damage Chozo Warriors. It's just minimal, and Samus takes way more in return.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I honestly thought it was just not damage at all.
Yeah.
Thank you for correcting us on that. Ross thus far getting the speed keep very nicely. Oh, I jinxed him. I'm so sorry, Ross. Oh my goodness. The caster curse strikes again. I am so sorry. Gets up without the blue Emmy seeing him and without getting frozen, so that's still huge.
All right. So Fortify is 0 for 2 on the caster curse.
I'm about to strike out. Good cutscene skip from Ace.
He's about to be a wild turkey here.
Let's see if Ace can get the speed keep as well. Oh, very, very good strat. Jumping across the door to keep his momentum. Ooh, but both runners are not able to keep the speed keep through the through the tunnel. However, both do avoid becoming frozen by the Emmy, so that's still very good. Mm. Meanwhile, Ross on his way to the Emmy kill, trying to get this kill. This is the Emmy that I was mentioning earlier, who does move slower with its plate on, but faster with it off. So, and Ross is able to nail it. So, good job on him.
Make sure that. Oh, it looks like.
Oh no!
Ace
okay.
Does get the bad Emmy spawn, but it manages to recover just fine.
Good on him too for holding his and
gets the bomb jump for the Screw Attack kill. Very nice.
Yeah, if he had missed that Spart, I should say, that would have been a pretty hefty loss, because the super missiles
it's about
fire
20 seconds.
Yeah, supers fire a lot slower in this game compared to normal standard missiles. So.
Oh no. Okay, good. Yeah, the enemy still cooperated with him. I was a little afraid that he missed the mark.
Little minor movement mishaps from Ross, but good recovery on his way to this next part.
All right, so Ross is going to be heading over to get Gravity Suit, and Ace is not far behind. So those of you that are familiar with Space Jump, early Space Jump, this was the second deviation that you're going to see right now. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, you're fine. So yeah, even with the time still separating them, because again there is still about that 35-40 seconds, even with the first try short boost from Ace, it's still anyone's race. There are still two bosses coming up that are still very precise tricks that could still equalize this run. This race, I should say. So it's still, Ace is not, even though he is still a little behind, he is not as behind as one might think. So,
absolutely. both runners are keeping it interesting. So looks like Ace
is electing to go for the space or spin boost.
Spin
yeah,
boost.
sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. So this will be a little bit easier for him in the short term, but if Ross goes for space jump, then escape will be a lot easier for Ross.
Yeah, I believe he does go for it after SQ, so
Yeah.
it definitely will be interesting to see how this plays out now.
Yep. Rain says he's a gravity puzzle away from being way behind.
Yeah, honestly though, he is. So
Yeah.
this next trick that Ross is about to do, since ordinarily he would just be able to, because he's now going to go on his way to fight the Berenia twin soldiers. So the thing with this is normally you have space jump for this, but he doesn't. So he's going to have to do this very not precise but tricky Shine Spark up that actually killed my all bosses run the other night. And he nails it.
Very nice.
So very good from Ross. Now he's on his way to fight the twins in Berenia.
So, I'm sorry. Ace so far so good on the gravity gauntlet.
Oh, let's see if he can. Okay.
Okay,
good
does the
story.
recovery.
Good.
Yeah.
Good backup. Yeah.
Ross gets a perfect positioning. From
Yeah,
the
I was
twin
about to
chosen
say that.
rosettes.
Very good twin fight from Ross.
Yep.
So as Ace is heading to gravity, Ross will be on his way to Golzuna. Golzuna is one of those bosses, though, and I'm sure you know, Oso, that can very much kill a run if done even microfractionally incorrect. So,
Yeah. So there are several different strategies in order to kill Golzuna quickly, but the faster that you try to go, the more opportunity that it has to hit you, and it does 1.5 E-tanks worth of damage every time that it touches you. So,
oh, I might see the. Here's where we might see the. Oh no, Ace has got to go back.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Hopefully he can get this on the second try. Meanwhile, Ross with his Golzuna attempt.
There you go.
Oh, and he gets the store. Very clean
nice.
fight from Ross.
Yep. So not 100% optimal, but very clean.
Why are you hitting Ace with the gravity ball? Oh my goodness. Come on, Ace.
Ooh.
Yeah, these bomb jumps are a lot harder than they look. They're just vertical bomb jumps, but the timing of them in such a short corridor, it can be very tricky.
You know that the developers knew that there was a possibility because nowhere else in the game does it have that blocking feature.
Exactly, yeah.
So the developers knew that there was a possibility that people would figure out a way. But Ross going through the most hated room in the game.
Yeah,
which is
the actual worst room in
crossbomb.
the game. Got through the crossbomb maze, very good. And because there is another item to tutorial trigger there, and he's going to be coming up to another one as he enters Hanubia on his way back down into Ferenia to get the storm missiles as well as the wave beam.
Yep. So we'll see how AceBreaker handles Golzuna. Meanwhile, Ross is going to be heading over to SQ for storm missiles. Oh, Ace, you gotta. Oh, man. Buddy.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Ooh, almost didn't hit the door as well.
Yeah, if you're gonna do the Shine Spark. I recommend. Okay, he's
very interesting strategy from Ace.
yeah. I've seen this before. It's very yeah, it's very good. It's very stylish as well.
I'm gonna be honest. I have not ever seen that strat until now. That is very cool.
Yeah, it's
that
very cool.
alone makes grabbing the spin boost worth it, because it's a very tough trick to pull off with for the Golzuna quick kill without space jump. So having that spin boost backup is outstanding. So very job well done from AceBreaker.
Yep. So Ace says, called it. I knew Osa would roast me in this race. And the Kimzor said Ace is all about the style. So I call it as I see it, Ace.
Ace will be heading into
Hanubia. You there for it?
I am here. Sorry, did I lag out?
You kind of cut out.
Sorry.
Like mid-sentence. So.
Yeah, so I said that Ace was leaving to Hanubia as Ross was about halfway to Golzuna, or to SQ, I should say.
Yep.
Which, of course, now it's about halfway through Hanubia as Ross gets to SQ. So we'll see if he's able to get this this quick kill for SQ as well.
Yeah, so at this point, it is Ross's game to lose.
I think I would have to agree with that. I think Ross would
does
need to
not get the quick kill.
Yeah, doesn't get the quick kill, but still gets, I think, a 2-round? No.
He might have gotten the crossbomb. Yeah, he did. So he got a 2-round core.
Still, probably, in all honesty, he might know that he is ahead and might have elected for a safer strat.
Possibly.
Either way, very good kill from Ross.
Yeah.
And like I was saying, I think it unless Ross dies a couple more times, it might be a little bit out of reach for AceBreaker at the moment. But of course, we're still pulling for him, and this is still anyone's race, really. There's still a lot that can go wrong towards the end of the run.
Yeah, the wave Emmy could easily change this race as well as any of the Chosen Warriors.
Ooh, Ace gets hit by the Emmy too. I don't think that this door is going to open. I could be wrong. I don't think it opens.
I know it opens. Yeah, you just have to wait it out.
Unfortunate loss, but nothing too major.
It's 3 seconds loss.
So yeah, Ross will be heading to space jump now.
Yep.
So with space jump, Ross will be able to get up to in Iterosh to Ravenbeak without much problems, as well as getting out of the escape after Ravenbeak acts with little to no problem.
Ace does not get the optimal quick kill, but still very good.
Yeah, still a good kill.
Yeah. But doesn't get the quick core kill.
Yeah, no, unfortunately not.
Yep.
I think Ross goes for the setup kill underneath. I don't think Ross flashes into the wall. I don't know if he's been practicing it for the races, though.
I know that Ace was practicing Deep Blue or Big Blue. So I'm not sure if he's going to pull that out.
He might.
I'm not a personal fan of it, but
yeah, it is slightly slower than the most optimal, but so yeah, Ross is not going for Deep Blue. Let's see if he flashes backwards or okay, no, he is going to go for the setup. This is still one of my favorite setups, even though it is a little slower.
Oh no, Ace had a little bit of problems with the two Chozo robots.
The Frenia twins are a lot harder than they appear. They go down relatively easy, but the Frenia twins are not kind.
Yeah. All right, so Ross playing it safe.
Yeah, good kill from Ross.
Yeah, knowing that he's ahead.
Yeah, no big reason to try anything super crazy at the moment if you're Ross, I don't think.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we got 2 more Chozo warriors, and then we've got Ravenbeak.
Ravenbeak, RBX, and then
The escape.
the escape. Ooh, not having the space jump there for Ace kind of messed him up at the there, I think. But he recovered from it pretty decently. He was able to get out of the Emmy.
Yeah, and yeah, this is one of those things where
Ooh, very nice.
you want to have. I prefer
up.
to have space jump for this, but I can understand the idea of having a spin boost.
Yeah. Because, I mean, without that, I believe you have to go for wall jumps, or I think there's enough room to get a spark. But is it wall jumps?
You have to go for wall jumps.
Or bomb jumps, I mean? Oh, that is crazy.
And then you have to do a flash shift in order to get up there.
So, AceBreaker also elected not to go for the deep blue Emmy kill, and also elected for the setup underneath, so...
Mm-hmm. He does get the blows up the bomb block.
The white beam? Or the block. Oh, I see what you mean. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah.
So is he going to get this Emmy kill, though? Ooh, good. He got the plate off. That's really good. That's about as optimal as you can get with going underneath and setting it up.
Yep.
Ross, meanwhile, on the red Chozo soldier for the power bomb Emmy.
Well, very nice optimized kill.
Yeah, very nice kill. Very clean kill.
Yep. Whew. I've never seen second phase red Chozo warrior like that.
Yeah, it's a very...
Nice.
Yeah, the storm missiles make this fight very, very fast. Ooh,
Yeah,
Ace going for the cross bombs up. That was a pretty cool strat.
He has to, yeah. That's the thing about using spin boost. So yeah, this is where I kind of disagree with using the spin boost tech rather than just waiting for a space jump.
Yeah, it is definitely an interesting choice. I feel like I would also probably want to go for the space jump, although it might have been, in all honesty, it might be more for a Golzuna safety strat as opposed to anything else.
Yeah.
That was an outstanding Golzuna kill, so... Ross does not get power bombs here. Ideally, you want 2, but you need at least 1 power bomb to get through this next section.
Yeah. So gonna shoot in order to get a power bomb.
All right, so he gets the power bomb there. He'll go for the speed keep right here.
Yeah. So rookie mode doesn't go for the speed keep, but that's fine. We're talking about a few seconds difference here, so
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
commanding lead.
Ross at the Golden Chozo fight. This Chozo soldier hurts. It's very hard to tank appropriately in this fight since he just does so much more damage than his Chozo brethren. Especially with his spit here.
AceBreaker taking out the red Chozo just fine.
Fun fact, that Golden Chozo in hard mode will deal, with the spit, will deal about 6 E-tanks of energy, so...
Oh, really?
Yeah. Good fight from Ross.
Yep.
So Ross will be heading to Ravenbeak as Ace gets the powerbomb screen.
Mm-hmm.
How about Dread Mode from Twisted Dreamer? Well, you see.
So, fun fact: you essentially have one life. I would know because I did 100% Dread Mode.
Oh, you monster.
Uh-huh.
Let's see if Ace can get these power bombs.
And let me tell you,
Ooh.
getting
Ooh, good cross bomb strat.
getting all the energy tank parts, especially.
Oh, and he's getting scammed by the power bombs. It's so sad to
that's
see.
rough. Yeah. All right. Well, we know who to blame. Which
Not
is
like
Mercury's
this.
team when it comes to the RNG here.
RNG, please. All right, Ross will be heading up to Quiet Robe. We'll see if he goes for the Storm Missile
Raven Beak.
Gold Skip, or if he goes for the... Yeah, it looks like he is going to go for the Storms.
2 lock-ons.
All right, and he gets the Gold Skip.
Yep.
So Ross's strategy here is basically to take as much damage as he feasibly can, while still maximizing his damage output. And I feel like that's one of the biggest reasons why he chose to get that third tank, with the obvious short boost safety.
Is Ross using turbo?
Ross switches between turbo and non-turbo in his runs. He only uses turbo for 2 boss fights, I believe, and uses a pro controller for the rest of the run.
Yeah, that was a very quick Raven Beak.
Very clean Raven Beat fight from Ross. The obvious downside for Ross using the turbo controller for Raven Beat is that he has to use it to escape as well. There's not enough time to get out of the switch back to his pro controller that he's more comfortable with. So we'll see if he can get a clean Raven Beat X kill and a clean escape. Meanwhile, Ace unfortunately not getting up to the platform. Just another spin boost. Mm-hmm. Ooh, that RBX kill was a lot closer than I feel like it should have been. Ross playing with our hearts a little bit.
So Ross is going to have an easier time having a space jump in the escape. See how Ace does. Does he get the single gold skip? Yes, he does. Very nice.
Yeah, very good gold skip from Ace.
And yeah, you can see the difference between turbo and non-turbo.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunate that.
Yeah, because with turbo you are able to weave your missiles in a lot more, whereas with non-turbo you are kind of forced to primarily shoot with missiles as you kind of try to weave wave beam shots in.
Yep.
But time is coming up on Ross in just a moment.
Solid phase 2 from Ace.
And that is time on Ross with a final race time of 1:14.46. GG's to Ross. Meanwhile, AceBreaker still in phase 3 of the Raven Beat fight. So let's see if he takes this counter. Ooh, getting hit with the counter animation.
Unfortunately, ran out of missiles.
Dies to Raven Beat. Oh no.
Oh, no.
That's a tough one.
Yeah. That may have been a PP for Ace.
Yeah, because I was just going to mention that too. I think this was, especially with the first try short boost, this might have been a PB. So we'll see if he is able to get the gold skip again, as well as good clean phase 2 and 3 RNG. Oh, Ross says that Ace got a high 116 last night, so it might not have been a PB after all. Is there a way that we can switch to the audio for Ace?
I don't have...
In the middle of a pretty good phase 2 so far. Ooh, good counter. I feel like it's still a bit okay to go for the counter if you get it like very quickly like that in phase 3. Ravenbeak not being kind with his RNG, but yeah, phase 3 can like make or break a Ravenbeak fight, in all honesty.
Yeah.
All right, now so AceBreaker will finally be coming up to the Ravenbeak X fight, which is a combination of Ravenbeak himself, Kraid, and Z57. But obviously, you don't see Z57 in this category, so where the little arms in front come from. So yeah, so he doesn't have space jump, so he's gonna elect for the chart or the shine spark. Oh, and he mistimes his spark location.
We can all feel that frustration.
Yeah, even I've done that, like experimenting around with my like back in the day when they just space jump faster here is a spark up quicker. So yeah, definitely can feel that on him. Good store. There we go. Well, we'll see if he goes for the arc spark, knowing that he is a bit out of it, to say the least.
Yeah. Gotta flex towards the end.
Exactly. Good use of the hyper beam here to clear these tiles.
Nope, doesn't go for the...
Yeah, no arc spark. Which is fair. The arc spark is a tough one. Alright, so now time will be coming up on AceBreaker as well. Oh no.
Right.
And time. GG's to both runners. An outstanding race to the very end.
Yeah, absolutely. And Ross and Ace, if you'd like to say some words, go ahead and invite you over.
Yeah, we'll try to get some interviews with the runners set up here. Yeah, Ross. Let me see if I can.
We'll invite you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Ross voice reveal Pog. True. No one has ever heard Ross's real voice before.
Well. It does seem that invites are disabled for this chat or this Discord.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get this going.
Kaku. Fix. Because I've been able to invite others into the SpeedGaming channels, but apparently
Yeah.
SG5 is keeping us from inviting other players.
That's interesting, yeah.
Maybe do a call. Okay. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, that could work as well. Yeah, Oso's gonna try to get that set up. Little bit of technical difficulties, everyone. Sorry. The awkward silence. I apologize, friends. Friends of SpeedGaming and of Metroid Dread. Dustin says, I liked sushi and long walks on the beach. A match made in heaven. You guys and Ross. Or you and Ross, I should say. Rubdog says, I liked long walks in Artaria. Me too, friend. Still having a little bit of technical issues, so... Yeah, technology, everyone. Still trying to figure out what is going on.
Yeah. So looks like we're having technical difficulties. Really tried to add Ace and Ross here.
Yeah, it just looks like we're not being able to outright add for the post-run interviews. So
Yeah, we're not able to check your DM. Which one? You could just join general chat. Okay, but I can't be in general chat and on the SpeedGaming
yeah.
voice chat at the same time. So that's the issue.
Well, let's give a preemptive follow the runners, everyone. If you would like to see more runs in the future from both of them, and of course more of their races in these tournament brackets. And then myself and Oso for comms and all that good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And Fortify, it was an absolute pleasure commenting with you tonight. And thank you to AceBreaker and Ross for an amazing race. It was really tight up until about the end.
Yeah, very good races from both of you guys. GG's.
So GG's. So it looks like Ross will be moving forward. Who is he facing up against?
Ross will be playing Destructor in the next round.
Gotcha. And then Ace does have another opportunity in the losers bracket. So it is double elimination in these brackets. So don't count.
Always nice, yeah.
Yeah, don't count Ace out just yet. He has another opportunity to prove himself, and I think he has proven himself very well with a
stand-in runs.
First try short boost, which is one of the hardest tricks in the game. Absolutely. So should be very proud of himself.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Ace said also wanted to try Arc Spark, but couldn't do it successfully yet with space, so wasn't going to try it with spin
fair enough.
boost.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That is a difficult one to go for without space.
Yeah. But yeah, so GG's to both runners. It was an absolute pleasure. Oh, we got a call here.
Yeah, we'll try to see if this works.
Okay, so apologies for those of you that are watching.
Yeah, sorry again for the tech issues, everyone.
Yeah, we tried to get a call going with both of the runners, but it looks like it's just not going to happen today. But we will make sure to get it fixed for next time. And yeah, absolutely. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. It was an absolute pleasure for me to commentate. Fortify, I assume same as you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This was a blast.
Yeah. So stay tuned. We have plenty more races coming up throughout the week. And Ross, thank you for the GGs. Really do appreciate GG as well for you. And so, as Keku would always say, see you next mission. Take care, everyone. Have a good night.
Good night, everyone.